Hi, today I'm going to show you how to wrap handlebars. I've already pulled off the old tape off the handlebar. I've pulled back the rubber hood for the brake levers. A lot of them will be able to just pull them back, they'll stay there. This one I needed to pin it, hold it back into place, so I used a rubber band. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is this particular tape that I bought came with a small 3-inch piece already cut. If it doesn't come, most new tapes do. If yours doesn't, just cut a small 3-inch piece off the end of the roll of tape. And what you're going to do is this goes back behind the brake lever, just like this. That's the first thing we're going to do. So we put that there. Now the next thing is, what we're going to do is we're going to start on the top of the bar. We're going to take the end part, hold it down so it goes completely off the end of the handlebar tube. Then we're going to start wrapping it around. And what we're going to do is we're going to stretch the tape out. The stretch is kind of rubbery. Some tapes have like an adhesive backing on it, where you go ahead and pull a little bit of the paper cover off the tape. This particular handlebar tape doesn't have that. It has like a sticky back that kind of just holds its place to the bar, so it's not adhesive. Well, I'm going to stretch the tape around, overlapping it 1/3 to 1/2 the width of the tape, and I just start wrapping it around. And I'm going to wrap it from the top outwards around, so that as I'm holding the handlebars, the tape is going to go in the direction of my hands, the way that I'm holding it. So that way, as I'm kind of holding the handlebar and kind of going out, it's going to be tightening the tape, not loosening the tape, or not kind of going against it. So I keep wrapping around. This part's pretty easy. Now as I start hitting the curve of the handlebars, I'm going to want to start overlapping it a little bit more on the inside of the curve, so that I get enough overlap on the outside of the curve. All the while I'm stretching the tape out, trying to stretch it evenly, but not so tight that I'm going to tear the tape. So I keep coming around here, stretching the tape. Coming around here. Now here, the brake lever is one of the trickier spots here. So what I want to do here is I want to overlap a little bit of the back of the brake lever where the bracket comes in. I'm going to come around to the front. Now from here, so I'm going to overlap that. Now from here, I'm going to come up the inside of the lever, come up over this side, and now what I'm doing is going to basically be reversing the direction that I'm wrapping the handlebar tape around. So this way I'm kind of going this way, now this way I'm coming this way, and I'm going to overlap again a little bit of the back there, and then I just continue wrapping it here, overlapping it. I want to double check to make sure that the bar is covered. This tape is kind of nice, the non-adhesive stuff, because if I run into a problem, I can just unwrap it and rewrap it. And just, I can just backtrack a little bit. Now I keep wrapping. The brake cables I've already held in place using electrical tape, so they're all right there. Did that before. Again, to the inside of the curve, I want to overlap it a little bit more so that I have enough overlap on the outside of the bar, of the outside of the curve. One of the tricks to doing this is try to keep the tensioning tight. Don't have it loose in some spots and tighter in other spots. And try to keep the overlapping relatively even so that it looks neat. Almost there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, there's a small spot on these particular handlebars where there's like a little line. It's kind of like a little bit lower, then also there's like a little ledge there. And what I'm going to do, that's where I would kind of like want to end the thing there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this diagonally along there, about even with that little ledge on the handlebars there. Do is just wrap this around, pull this off. Now some electrical tape here. What I'm going to do is with the electrical tape, let's get a little bit onto the end of the tape, and I'm going to wrap this around just like that. Coming off the end of the tape. Get my scissors here. Cut that there. Now we're almost done. Take this, the end of the thing here where we overlapped it, we push that inside of the end of the handlebar tube. Push it in as much as we can. So hold it there. And the handlebars came with a small plug. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push all that stuff in and then push the plug into place to kind of hold it all in. Like this. Make sure you get it all in. Push it in. Get it in a little bit. You can use a rubber mallet, or just use the palm of your hand and bang it in. That. Now you just pull the rubber band off of here, fold this back. Voila! I got like nice new wrapped handlebars.